Oh, what a way to start. What's going on, good people? Welcome on into the Delmarva Sports Insider, the only live and local show dedicated to giving you all local sports all the time. I'm Sports Director Trayvon Miles.
And I'm Brandon Bossert. Welcome on into the show. It was a big week here on the shore, and we are breaking it all down for you tonight, Trey. We've got basketball, we've got football, we've got everything tonight.
Yeah, Brandon. Basketball dominated a lot of our week, but we had a special night tonight.
That's right. We'll get to the basketball in just a bit, but for now we have to focus on a Bayside North rivalry that absolutely lived up to the hype tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We'll begin in the Ridge. For quite some time, North Carolina has been the dominant team in the Bayside. The Bulldogs told us in their season preview a few weeks ago that although there's no championship to play for this year, they want to win, period.
Yes.
It's the culture head coach James McCormick has set. They took on North foe Kent Island tonight. Love this old rivalry. The Bucks up 6 early, but the Bulldogs threatening. Alex Wallstrom rolling out, finding Mason McFadden for the touchdown. Extra point is blocked. The Bucks lead by 1 to start the second. Ensuing KI drive, the pressure is on. Jaden Watkins getting to Matt Burnside for the sacks. The Buccaneers go 3 and out, and the Dogs, well, they take advantage. Wallstrom dropping back on the play action, finding Kyler Boyd, and Boyd powers to the pylon for the touchdown. Bulldogs take their first lead at 14-6. Just a few plays later, KI handoff going to Calvin Johnson. No, not Megatron.
Megatron right there.
This
for
guy
KI.
outrunning the defense to pay dirt. The Bucks cut it to a 1-point game at halftime.
Okay, so the opening drive of the second half, and Burnside's pass picked off by Boyd. He takes it inside the 5 to set up the offense nicely. A few plays later, Wallstrom on the QB rollout gets in for his third touchdown of the game. Bulldogs up 13, 5 minutes to play. Bucks looking for some late magic here. Burnside dropping some change out there. KJ McGowan in the corner of the end zone. Just 4 minutes to play. All they need is a stop on defense for one final chance.
Wow.
But they don't get it right here. Ethan Dvorak finds the hole and gets it past the sticks to ice this one. North Carolina, what a game this was.
Yes.
The Bulldogs hold on to win 26-20.
It's all about breaking them, and that's what we did. Second half, they didn't want to bang with us. Our O-linemen, we knew what we had to do going into this game, and that's what we did. We broke them.
Well, we knew that KI was, they've always been a good offensive team. They have been for years, ever since we were played in Pop Warner. But watching film, with limited film we had from the scrimmages from Easton, and a lot of pregame planning came in with that with the coaches and watching film.
I think they had like 12 guys in the box on us. I don't know where all those guys were coming from. We had to throw the ball a little bit, but hey, look, both teams played a hard-nosed, smash-mouth football game. There's going to be a lot of sore kids tomorrow. You know, fortunately, we came out on the top side of it.
Now, Brandon, the thing with North Carolina is although the names change, like you've seen, the message just stays the same. They find a way to get things done. And we'll learn a lot of new names coming up over the next month plus that we will be saying often. But the Bulldogs always have to replace great players that they send off to college. But they replace them and keep moving, and they showed that tonight against the Kent Island team, who will be a tough opponent for anyone they line up with this year.
Absolutely. I think the thing that we saw tonight was these teams are pretty much mirror images of each other.
Yeah.
I mean, great ground games from both of them. Stout defenses, great coaching, and the only difference here really is that North Carolina does a better job protecting the football. And like we mentioned last week, the team that is able to take care of the football and eliminate turnovers will have a considerable edge over anyone they play, especially during the spring football season when we're probably going to see a lot more sloppy football, especially in a game like this where both teams match up so evenly.
Yeah, and speaking of turnovers, back here in Salisbury tonight, a rivalry that's been pretty one-sided lately. The last time Parkside football lost to WiHi, we didn't even have a sports department here.
My goodness,
almost
Trey.
9 years ago. The Tribe looking to break that streak tonight. Already ahead 14-6 to start the third quarter. WiHi quarterback Darius Foreman put on a performance in this one. Sweet run here to get his team in position. And then a little bit later, B.J. Cook going to get the handoff, and he's rumbling into the end zone from 7 yards out. WiHi going up 2 touchdowns. After a 3-and-out from Parkside, the offensive line for WiHi just had their way with the Rams up front tonight. Another rushing score from DJ White. WiHi up 20 in the third quarter, and just for good measure, Foreman going to toss one up to Jace Freeman. Go get it, big fella. Why not? The streak is over. WiHi beats Parkside big time, 40-12 tonight in Salisbury. Here's Foreman on the team's mindset coming into the game.
We got to beat them. We got to beat them. We haven't beat them in like 8 years since I was like a little kid. Like, we had to beat them. That's the only thing I had to say to my teammates and everybody else. We came out, we were hard. We had our leaders stepped up, and we just punched them right in the mouth. Punched them right in the mouth, and we kept going and kept going. Our leaders stepped up, like I said, and we did good. We did good today.
Trey, you've been waiting a while for that win right there.
No comment.
Over in Easton, Warriors taking on Queen Anne's. Offense at a premium early on. Easton's defensive line stout all night. Big Abe Ramirez on the stop there. The Lions did all they could to keep Ryan O'Connor and the offense in check. Lewis Garnera brings O'Connor to the ground. Easton led by a touchdown at the half, but Easton came alive in the second. O'Connor deadly when he scrambles to his right. L.J. Murray all alone the end zone there. That made it 14-0. And then a botch snapped on a punt would set the Warriors up at the 3. Zach Bramble rambling it in for the score to put this one on ice. Easton with the solid 21-7 victory tonight over the Lions.
All right, down in Worcester County, Snow Hill hosting Kent County this evening. The New Look Trojans put up some points, but check out the play by Shaquan Williams. Big hit there to break up the pass. Now, Kent County would get on the board midway through the first. This run here by Ty Wilson, amazing. Runs through 4 defenders, stays on his feet for the 36-yard touchdown. How about that play? Now, before I left, Snow Hill would actually get on the board. Austin Hicks, Parkside transfer, going to drop back, tossing one up to Williams. It's going to get tipped and actually end up in his hands for the touchdown. Now, when I left, the offenses would explode because clearly I was the one holding them back. Kent County wins this game by a final of 42-33.
What a barn burner down there tonight. Yeah. Let's move on now. Colonel Richardson in their second game under new head coach James Jackson. They won their first game last week, but not a great start tonight. Richard Stubbs takes the pitch off the left side and powers past the pylon. The Vikings opening drive right here. CSD takes a 13-point lead midway through the first quarter, but Colonel going to the air. Jason Roberts steps in front of that pass for the pick. Yeah. And he gets the turnover chain right here on the sidelines. Ooh. Vikings up 16 to end the first quarter. Yeah, flash that bling right there. And they pour it on. Pitch goes to Tim Johnson. He cuts through the defense for 6 right there. Cambridge rolling past Colonel. 36-6 the final. All
right, Brandon, so to wrap all this up, first of all, I got to give credit to WiHi. Head coach Isaiah Taylor gets the biggest win of his career as head coach there. The monkey is off of their back. I didn't realize it had been nearly 10 years since they beat Parkside, but it is an important feat for them as far as the county goes. I'm also encouraged by Kent County. Brandon, they are averaging nearly 40 points per game through 2 games. I love the way they play. Thomas Goldsboro is the truth. Easton, I was a little surprised at. They have to clean some things up, but when you do have the best player in the conference in Ryan O'Connor, you should be able to do that fairly easy. So we'll see what's going on next week.
Yeah, I like what Easton has going on up there. Obviously, Ryan O'Connor at quarterback, that gives you a leg up on pretty much anybody you play around here. But they do stop the run really well. I want to give Carson Brown and Abe Ramirez a shout out right here because they both played great games in the trenches tonight. They were real standouts for Easton. The only thing I have for them is that they need to protect O'Connor better when he drops back. But the thing is, 10 is just so good at passing on the run as he is when he's sitting in the pocket. So you know what, whether or not they protect Ryan O'Connor or not, he's going to find people downfield.
The way he does that little move where he just flicks his wrist and gets it into the end zone was definitely impressive. I also want to give a shout out to WiHi's offensive line. Those guys really set the tone for tonight. Yes, exactly. So anytime offensive line does well, we want to shout them out here.
Absolutely.
All right, that's going to do it for the A block. We're taking a quick commercial break, but when we return, the DIAA tournament shined bright throughout the week. We're diving into all that we saw when DSI returns.
My name BJ Cook. I go to Wacomico High School. I play running back and linebacker, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.